Hi, I'm Paul Higgins and this is Paul Higgins Photography, and tonight I'd like to talk to you about why Wi-Fi on most cameras is crap. Hi, okay, so new look, new punchy out intros, it's all good. Anyway, what I'd like to talk about today is Wi-Fi on cameras. And there's been a lot of discussion about cameras that have 2 card slots versus 1 card slot, and 1 card slot cameras are hopeless because they don't have any redundancy. And well, I got me thinking. So what I was thinking was, what about using Wi-Fi to be able to just get the images and the raw files directly off your camera as soon as you take them? And so my background is Olympus and Nikon, and I recently got a Panasonic Lumix GX7, which is this little guy here. Now, what surprised me about this when I started looking at it was that there is actually much more depth of Wi-Fi on this camera than most. So typically, with the cameras I have, they all have these crazy little apps that you can connect on your phone. You see, I'm using this one at the moment to make sure I'm, appearing in the pictures and I'm focused and everything. And but most cameras, all they allow you to do is take pictures with your mobile phone. And the way it works is that you download an app onto your phone, you switch the Wi-Fi on the camera, and then you connect your phone to the camera's Wi-Fi network. Now, I don't want to do that. What I want to do when I take pictures is I want to have either a laptop or one of these little guys, which I will talk to you about in a future broadcast. It's a really cool little piece of kit. It's a router that also has an SD card in. Right, but what you want to do with a camera is you want to connect to your Wi-Fi network or a Wi-Fi network, and as you're taking pictures, you want the pictures to go somewhere else automatically, not to your phone. In some cases, I could see that you would want to use your phone, but in a lot of commercial circumstances, like if you're taking wedding pictures, you probably want them to go to some secure server somewhere. Could be it could be, like I said, this little white thing that I've got, or it could be somewhere else. And ultimately what I want to do is, when I'm taking pictures, is have the raw files backed up, and also potentially share lower resolution pictures with the guests at an event so that they can download them and Instagram them and all that crazy and good stuff. But most cameras won't let you do that. The great thing about the Lumix cameras is they do. So what I wanted to do was show you a little bit of the functionality that they have, which allows you to be able to either connect them to the Lumix app, or alternatively you can connect them to something else. So let's take a look at what those look like on the Lumix camera.
Okay, so this is my Lumix GX7, and I just hit the Wi-Fi button, and the Wi-Fi button gives you a list of 3 options when you switch it on. The top one is create a new connection. Second one is select a destination from history, and you can also select from a list of favorites. So I'm going to pick on the new connection one, and the new connection takes us through to this next menu. So on this menu there are 4 options, as you can probably tell. The first one is remote shooting and view. Remote shooting and view is the traditional Wi-Fi connection that most people are probably used to on their cameras, where you select that, and what it does is it creates its own little Wi-Fi network. The camera creates its own Wi-Fi network, and then you connect your phone to that, and then you start the app, and then you can take pictures, remote control the camera, etc., etc. Second one, playback on TV. I have no idea, never tried that. And then we get on to the 2 that I'm more interested in. So the first one is send images while recording, and the final one is send images stored in the camera. So with send images while recording, what it does is it allows you to take pictures and they're automatically uploaded. I'll show you that workflow in a couple of minutes. And then the other one, send images stored in the camera, that allows you to just be able to push the images from your camera straight through to a machine connected on a network. So these bottom two are where you, instead of connecting the phone to the camera's Wi-Fi, you connect the camera to a Wi-Fi network, just a standard Wi-Fi network. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select destination from favorites, and my favorite that I have set up, this one is automatically move pictures directly after you take them, and that's what that little icon on the left hand side goes. So this is a destination already pre-programmed. You can program them in new destinations, but the process is a little bit complicated, and I didn't want to cover that in this video. There are lots of videos out there on explaining how to do that, so you might want to check one of those out. Okay, so I said connect, and it starts connecting, and it takes a little bit of time, but then once it's done, it'll connect and it'll show you this. So it says it's connected, it says it's the images are being sent, and what's nice about it is you can choose different sizes, you can choose different formats, and you can basically remove any location data if you don't want to share that with people. So I'm actually going to go in and I'm going to change the settings here, and you'll notice that there are the three. There's size of the images you want to send, which formats you want to send, and so basically I'm going to go through each of these. So this is the reduce size option, so you can either send the original sizes of the JPEGs, or you can send very small ones like what I'm doing at the moment, or you can send small or medium sized ones. The reason I do the small ones is because when I'm doing a wedding or an event, I don't want people to be able to get the very high res images. Also, it does take, as you'll see a little bit later, it does take a little bit of time to actually send the images to the camera. Okay, so that was the size ones. So I use VGA. Then the next thing you can go into is what file formats you want to send, which is where I think this is awesome. So you can when you take a picture, you can either just send the JPEG, you can just send the RAW, or you can send the RAW and the JPEG. And like I said, you have control over the size of the JPEG that you send. So that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to let that go. And then what we're going to do next here is I'm going to take a picture, and as you can see, it's a blank screen. And then you can see this little camera icon and the R1 that's showing, and the Wi-Fi light is flashing. You can see, and that's basically the camera is connected to the Wi-Fi, and it's pushing the RAW file and also the JPEG through to my camera. Through from my camera to the network. So that's pretty cool. I like it.
Okay, so that was pretty cool, right? You can do the regular stuff of connecting to your phone, or you can connect you can connect your camera to a regular Wi-Fi network and push things up to either a laptop or, like I said, this little guy, which I'll be showing in a later episode. Can you wait? So that's all I've got for today. I'm Paul Higgins, and this is Paul Higgins Photography. See you next time. Cheerio.